Hi everyone, so welcome back. In this video I'm going to be drawing the rib cage and the pelvis. Okay, so if you want to join me, just grab some paper and pen and do this along with me. Okay, so you can think of the rib cage as like a neck shape with the bottom cut off. Wait, I think I can do that a little better. Oops. Okay. Something like this. So this I'm gonna be drawing the front view to start. Okay. Then from the top, coming through the center, coming down through the center, you have the sternum, which is composed of three parts. This sternum is probably a little too big, but you know, it's not trying to be too accurate. Okay, so this little part here is the manubrium. Then this is the body of the sternum. Oh my god. Jesus, sorry. Body of the sternum. Okay. And the xiphoid or xiphoid process. Not sure how to pronounce that. Okay. And usually when I'm drawing the human figure, I use at least the xiphoid process and the manubrium as a landmark, to find other reference points. And yeah, okay, so then you have on the back, I'm gonna do this in a different color. On the back here you would have scapulas, right? Kind of like a triangular shape. A little something here called the coracoid process, which I also use as a reference point. Yeah, something like this, more or less. Okay, so let me just name this. Coracoid process, of course. Then you have from the top of the sternum, this little thingy, the manubrium. From the manubrium to the coracoid process, you have your two clavicles, right? Something like this. And you have you know, 7 vertebrae, which are the cervical vertebra. Not sure how to say that. They go below, coming down. Something like this, more or less. But we'll get to that later. Okay, so then you have a bunch of ribs, right? So six on each side, attached to the sternum. Something like this. Then you have a few that attach not to the sternum but to the last rib. Yeah, something like this, more or less. And then you have 2 ribs on each side that attach only to the spine. These are called the floating ribs. Yeah. So just got a bunch of ribs. Oh, sorry, always forget this. Ribs, and now coming down we have a bunch of vertebrae. I'm gonna talk about the spine in a different video, so don't worry. Then on bottom you have the pelvis. There are some differences in shape when it comes to the male and female pelvis, but just think that women usually have a wider pelvis, right? So yeah. Okay, so you have the pelvis here. I'm sorry about my handwriting, by the way. I know I say that in every video, but yeah. Okay. Then you have this little thing on top of the pelvis, which is called the iliac crest, which I also use as a landmark, as a reference to find, you know, other spots on the body. And I think from the front, you know, this is all I wanted to talk about, because, you know, for artists I think this is enough. You don't need to complicate things that are already tough. So okay, gonna be drawing a different view now, which is here. Sorry. Okay, so this time I'm going to be drawing the side view. Okay. let's keep going. Okay, so from the side, whoops, yeah, from the side I don't really need this. So that would be the rib cage from the side, of course. On the bottom you have the pelvis, and then I'm gonna show this in a different color. You have the spine, back, to the bottom. Okay, something like this, more or less. You have the scapulus, scapulus right here. Yeah, more or less like this. Doesn't need to be perfect. And then on bottom you have the iliac crest, okay, and from the side I think I only try to find the curvature of the spine, right? The iliac crest, and yeah, probably maybe the clavicles as well. I mean where the clavicles attach, so they attach to the coracoid process, right? Like this little thingy here. I try to represent that, so this would be the sternum, and this is from the side, of course. Then on top you will have the manubrium, from where the clavicles go to the coracoid process. You know, this is exaggerated, but you get the point. And of course on the bottom of the rib cage you have 4 ribs that attach only to the spine, and all the other ribs I'm just going to, you know, represent like this, not trying to be too accurate. Doesn't really matter. And okay, I think from the side we are good. Lastly, I'm going to be drawing the back view. I think I have a reference here on Pinterest. Where is it? The key. Okay, so wait, what happened? Oh, nothing happened. I'm just an idiot. Okay. So this would be the back view, right? So rib cage here. The vertebrae on top, where the skull sits. So don't worry, I'm gonna do a video about that too, about the spine. And coming down, you have a bunch of other vertebrae. More or less like this. Doesn't really matter right now. Then we have the scapulus. Okay. Scapulus, where the clavicles attach, right from the sternum to the coracoid process. You have the scapula. That from this view you probably wouldn't be able to see, but I'm just gonna, represent them here. Okay, now on the bottom of the rib cage, of course, you have those little ribs that only attach to the spine, right? And then all the other ribs. Something like this. And going down, you have you have the pelvis. Ooh. And well, I think I drew this a little too wide, but you get the point. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so let me just look at this, and yeah, I think this looks fine. So okay guys, I think this looks okay. Now I'm going to erase this and try to draw all three views, but without looking at reference. And I advise you to try it out as well, so you can learn a lot like this. It really sticks with you and gets inside your brain. Memorizes it better, I think. So yeah, if you want, just try to do that as well, and I'll see you in the next video where I will be drawing the spine. If you like the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time, okay? Take care.